Hi. I've been busy this morning. I got the wood all the way around the wood or work shed, yard yard shed, whatever you want to call it. And all I have left to do is I got to get some 1x3s, and on the inside come up through the center so I can screw these to it, and it'll stiffen the wall up and close up that gap. But we've been all the way around the building. You see the back's done, both sides are done. Just wanted to give you a little update. Now I can start working on the quail business. We still got to paint it. I've got to go back to Lowe's or Home Depot and get the barn stain. I ordered my roofing material for that barn. And I've got to get this started too. So, still got a lot to get caught up on.
But it's pretty cold up here in upstate New York
Yeah,
still.
it's only like 40, 45 right now. If the sun was out, it'd feel a little warmer.
So our season only really starts May 31st.
I've got to get these cleaned out because, like you can see, they're up to my waist, and when you go to weed, all you have to do is just weed from standing up, or you can get a chair and sit down and weed.
Most of it's from last year, just
Yeah,
overwintered.
This is all from last year.
Overwintered, pretty much.
I've got to dump this in the cement mixer, mix a little more compost and that in there, fill the buckets back up, and then I can plant.
You'll definitely want to see that video. It's
And
a real...
We'll do a complete video on that.
You'll like that. And then, of course, I've been bugging him. And I know I'm overly anxious to get the bees going. But
We have priorities.
we have to take care of the priorities first. And as you can see, we don't have as many chickens. But we do have a few, just enough for us for eggs. Things may change next year. We may be bursting with animals. It all depends on how we feel, but it always seems that we always do the right thing within reason. I think it's prayer that helps a lot, because this year it just so happened a buddy came by a few times and bought a bunch of the chickens off, and we really just didn't want all the chickens and turkeys. Not that we didn't want them, it's just that with Clay recovering from his surgery, basically it's been a year, we kind of let things go, and we had like double work really the last couple years just to catch up. And of course there's always new projects.
Alright, I still got to clean this mess up so Tom can get...
Oh yeah, talk about what's going on with this now.
I've ordered the material. They're going to call me back on the price.
So what'd you order?
Metal roofing and furring to put down on the over the old shingle so they can screw the new tin to the purlin.
There was a leak in the barn.
Yeah, it's this corner. The shingles got ripped up by the storms and it started leaking. And I'm getting too old to be climbing on roofs.
But he did put that roof on that.
I did that roof. I did the house roof probably 15 years ago, so that was when I was a little more spry. Right now I'm doing all I can just to keep up with cleaning up the mess.
It's coming every day.
Yeah, slowly. I'm going to take this framework and set it over here, and that's what we're going to put the metal and the wood on top of.
What frame? This framework?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna put for the okay, gotcha.
For the metal from when we get
The roofing. Okay.
So it's out of the way.
So we're getting things going.
It's taking time, but
Well,
we'll
we're
get
getting
it.
a lot done. We're inside, outside, got a lot more A lot more going on.
Still working on my little honeydew list.
Oh yeah, and I've got the list gets bigger because every time I think, gee,
Every
hey,
time
can
you
we
get-
go look at the elderberries?
Sure.
Because
Every time I get one project done, two more take its place.
so
I try to do couple of projects at the same time so I can get caught up. But a lot of times it isn't working that way.
So if you look at our yard, you may not notice this, but this kind of part of the yard, it just kind of happened this way. It's like our farm. And that part of the yard
Yard.
is like our yard. And I mean, it doesn't matter if it all turns into farm or not, but you don't have to have a lot of space to do a lot of fun things. We've got apple trees, pear trees, apricot trees, hazelnuts, gooseberries. We're going to add some flowers, raspberries, animals, grapes, goju,
Or thornless blackberries.
bees. And
Great.
you don't have to have a lot of property. You just got to,
This is more of our orchard area than
yeah.
yard.
Yeah, so we got hazelnuts. These are delicious. Clay loves these. Can't keep my husband out of the hazelnuts. Hey, should we throw that bat house in the giveaway bucket? We don't have to do it right now, but you don't want to use that anymore, do you?
Oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. It's
You can toss
falling
it.
apart.
Okay. Which is at the end of the road. You coming, sweetie? Let's see if anybody, these are poppies. Did anybody move in?
Peaches are blooming.
Are my peaches blooming? Ooh! One of the benefits of fruit trees is that they have blossoms. Yes. Love you.
Even the apricots got blossoms.
Oh, yeah.
They're more red than they are pink. This is peach.
They're pretty.
The apricots over here though.
Okay, well, look at these guys. See the flowers on the apricots? I don't know. I just love flowers. And this is our mulberry, which is like gold mine. It's a garden we'll be working in. Figured out what we're doing in this spot over here. Got some trees to cut down and stuff. Got some flowers in here and tulips. But these, oh yeah, they're coming along great. Mulberries.
These are elderberries.
Or elderberries. I'm sorry, I meant elderberries. You can make all kinds of medications and syrups for flus and
Wine and everything else.
pie.
Do all kinds of stuff with it.
Yeah.
I gotta get up here and clip all this down.
We can fill this area with elderberry if you
It's a
want.
nice bunch of tulips for you.
Yeah, we're gonna need to work around, fix up this garden some. Might put a scarecrow in here. This, I think, was this a black walnut?
Yeah.
I'm gonna chop that guy
One
down.
right here.
Oh, gotta chop that baby down because they're too much of a pain. And this is Rosa Sharon over here, which is not awake yet. So you can see this is just a different view of the yard. So we're working on things. We love working outside.
If the weather's nice.
Yeah. Oh, show them the mole holes. We've got more work to do on this if you see any. Kat's got a lot, but Charlene is working. My sister told me today one of her neighbors is giving her 2
Holes
cats.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get
Pine
all them
cone.
filled in with
He's going to cut the bottom of this tree down.
the limbs, not the tree.
Right.
I want to be able to mow under here. I'm allergic to the pine sap. I break out. I learned that when I was 16 and worked for a tree farmer.
Hey, stand right in front of that tree.
Why?
It's a sentimental reason. When I was a kid, I actually grew up in 100-acre woods.
Let's see how tall this thing is.
100 acres of pine woods.
I planted this the year we moved in. It was only this tall.
My parents taught printing at a Bible school, and it used to be a TB
I gotta
hospital.
put some more bait into the bee box.
Oh.
There's more mole holes and stuff over there.
So it was called Pinecrest, but it used to be a TB hospital. It's no longer there now. The college has moved to Pennsylvania. Oh, look! Oh, Lord! A bee was in there.
Yep.
That's a good sign. I told you I saw a bee. That was a really good sign. We might be getting a swarm,
Well, they're the ones
possibly.
that,
I get so excited. Maybe want to put some, I don't know, maybe just let
we'll
big
have to.
stuff.
If the one's been in there, that's a scout.
Yeah, it's so exciting. We got to see the scout. Let's call him Scouty.
Scout bees look for new nests and places for the queen.
And that's what that box is. That's called a nuke box if you don't know anything
No,
about.
it's not. It's called
Okay.
a bee trap.
Okay, a bee trap. I'm sorry.
Swarm trap.
Swarm trap. And beekeepers put these up in hopes of catching bee swarms. Or if you have bees, honeybee people like us are always happy to help you take those bees right off your hand and add them to our colonies.
Some nice tulips there too.
Hey, you guys heard about the murder bees?
They're in Washington.
Yeah, we're not worried about them at all. It's like the African killer bees, only they're worse.
Much worse.
Yes.
These things can kill you. And they have a sting that makes you feel like you got shot.
I'm over here sorting through stuff. We're going through stuff, getting rid of junk for free at the front of the house. People come by and dig through it. So that's good. These guys are our, remember you saw Clay planting these? This is where we're putting the,
Anything coming up?
nope, the green beans and the marigolds. So they'll be coming up soon, I hope. So, whoops, now I'm taking you guys in a circle. Everybody tells me they love the wind chimes. These came from my sister. These we did a long time ago in a product review, and I don't know where that one came from. Been around for a while. There's my dog. Hey, Branch. You got your nails clipped this morning, huh? We had to put a muzzle on him. Because he don't like his nails being clipped. And I whispered sweet nothings in his ear, telling him how good he was, and Daddy clipped him. Here's my little mess. I thought I'd have it cleaned up, but it's not. And so here's Daddy.
Tired.
He's tired. And I'm going through stuff.
Finished up the wood on the around the building, and that walk around the yard took a lot of energy out.
Yeah, Dad. Not out of me, because I've been sitting around.
I've still got things I got to get done. I got to pick up all those tools, all the wood net that's inside that building that after I clipped all the plywood, I got to get that put into an area. It's probably gonna have to go back in the garage off to the side once I get the quail cage and everything else out of there into that building, because a lot of that stuff's going over there, out of there. That way I've got room in there for do some woodworking. I want to do some bird houses, some bird feeders.
Yeah, that wood over there is going to go out there. Right?
What? This wood here?
No, well, some of
No,
that too, won't you?
This wood's going to be used for the quail cage
What about my
and your.
trellis? Or so
Well,
what's
that's gonna
this
be
the name
made
for it?
That's going to be made with new wood,
Oh, that's going to be with new wood? Okay.
pressure treated.
And sometimes I work out on my front porch. I'm just going through some old stuff, deciding if we want to keep it or not. Clay and I decided that we're going to play some games. We're going to play dominoes, Scrabble, and maybe we'll do that on a nice night. So there's a lot going on here today. Did you get your nails clipped? I know. And he was very good for that too. You know, did you notice that? He was shaking. He was scared though, and I felt bad for him. But he was okay. We have to put a muzzle on him because he will bite. He will bite Daddy, huh?
Well, he'll growl and nip. But
I don't know if he'd bite, but he doesn't like it.
doesn't like you holding his paw and clipping his nails.
No.
He thinks you're going to hurt him. You can't blame him. But
We were bringing him to Tractor Supply.
it'll cost you $20 to have your nails clipped when you could do it yourself.
Well, we have the muzzle and we have the clippers, so I said, why don't we just do it? Because I felt like his nails were way too long. Poor
we
kid.
didn't do his back nails, but
Well, I don't think they need done yet. But he's happy now. Because the other day, I noticed that because he jumped on a crochet blanket and the blanket started going with him. I'm like, uh-oh. And I felt really bad because I was thinking, we got to bring him to Tractor Supply. They said, no, we'll just
his
do
dew
it.
claw got caught in the...
Yeah, I felt so bad for him. I mean, it can happen anytime, but still, I didn't want it to happen. I got to get that mess cleaned up. So there's the gardening. I was gardening on the front porch.
Gotta get all this mess cleaned up.
Yes, we're getting there. Hey, how do you like this bird? Show him the big bird. My sister gave me this. Oh, isn't he cool? So what's this?
That's my list.
Here's his list. He needs 2x3. What's that?
They're like a 2x4 but smaller.
What's the next thing? Barn paint. And if you've noticed, he wrote me in the painting. Brush, rollers, and pan. I don't mind. It'd be fun. Get me outside.
I can do it.
I like painting.
I just hate painting.
No, I like painting. Then you can work on the
I'm
garden.
going to
or
let you
something.
paint, and then I'm going to touch up the spots you missed.
We help each other. We have a deal. Work together, play
Must be
together.
the guys all gone with the
Oh, yeah. The
rock
guy.
picker.
Yeah, we've been watching this activity. We're deciding what they're going to grow.
I think it's going to be corn.
He thinks corn. I don't know. But it is freezing.
It's cold out here.
So I
I'm
think,
about ready to go in and
yeah,
warm up.
I'm actually going to go up. I want to clean up this today. Don't let me forget. And this mess over here.
I got to put my tools in the garage in case it does rain. It's not supposed to rain, but
It doesn't look too
Sure
happy.
looks like it.
Don't forget to put that garbage in the trash. Cause
feels like rain too.
I threw the garbage outside right before we walked out to film because I hurt my arm moving furniture. It's going to be okay, but I shouldn't have done it. And Clay goes, you shouldn't have done that.
I told you, don't keep from doing any major pushing and shoving until you healed for a couple of months.
It's something about my family. We're always moving our furniture. And look, beware of dog. We thought we look so inviting out here in the country. I feel bad. I used to think it was terrible to have signs like that. But now, after living in the country, I understand why people have to have signs like that. So I used to think, oh my goodness,
Usually
that's so
just
rude.
about the time you're in the middle of a project, somebody stops and wants to
Sell you a magazine.
shoot the breeze.
Well, no, it's not even shooting the breeze. It's the fact that people come out here, you don't know where they're coming from, and there's been issues in the country, and you just got to protect your family. So it's just a weird thing. But
There's a lot of them just like, because they don't have anything to do, they think that you don't too.
well, yeah, but not only that, but what people don't know is over here. Now you guys all know. Cops sit over there in the parking lot, and we have a driveway over there. Then they can sit if they want. And they're always back and forth over here. And they, even before when we first moved in here, they knew me by my name, which I thought was great. So they're real close knit community. So they know what's going on. And we're in the main drag. So everybody, if something happens here, oh, I saw this outside your house or that. It doesn't bother me because I grew up like that. I grew up on a main highway like this. And my dad and mom had a printing business there with like a home, a printing business and everything. So I'm used to it, and I love people, so it's not an issue for me at all. I love it. If people stop by and have a cup of coffee with us, we love it. It's the only time it's a problem is if he's working in the middle of something and he can't really visit, and then he feels bad. I think more than anything. You think more than anything?
More than anything.
Yeah. Well, if he's in the middle of,
If I'm in the middle of a project, I really don't like being bothered too much.
well, like everybody else, you know, if you're in the middle of cleaning the toilet, your hair is wet, toilet overflowed. Not always the
Yeah, washing your hair in the toilet.
no, but you know what I'm saying. In the middle of a big disaster, it's not always that easy.
It's like cleaning the toilet and your hair's all wet.
Right. Well, no.
Made it sound like you were washing
no,
your
that's
hair.
yeah.
You put your head down there and flush, and it
No,
cleans your
but
hair.
I mean, if you're in the middle of a big major mess and somebody comes over, you know, I've always just, you know, I just go with it. But sometimes you just can't. You know, like I can't talk to you right now. I always remember the time when I was a teenager. I poured oil on my hair and on myself because I thought I was going to get this great tan, and the UPS man came. I was like so embarrassed. I looked like a salad.
Didn't get a whole
That's
lot
kids.
of sleep last night because the dog was on me, and every time he'd move and start his sleep barking,
Yeah,
chasing rabbits or something.
he has a sleep bark.
He woke me up at 1:30, so I got up to go to the bathroom, and I went back and laid down and couldn't go back to sleep.
He's got a sleep bark.
There's that gray cat.
Where is that?
over in their
Oh,
yard.
there he is. No, that's a grayer than the one I've seen.
That's gray with a white breast.
Yeah, he's pretty. We got a slew of that one. I saw him last year under our barn, but he hasn't been back. We have a red cat, a tiger cat.
Takes me to show the dog where the cat.
Yeah, really. My favorite was the time the dog came out here in the middle of the night looking for cats, and the cat was sitting in the chair right behind him. I didn't bother the stray cat because I didn't want the dog to get him, but... Did you see a cat? Not gonna get that cat. He's got one ear up and one ear down. You can't play with that cat. That cat don't like you. Where is the pussycat? You need to go inside now. What? Cat? Okay, guys. We guess we'll bring him in. Okay, with that, remember...
Big or small, you too could be a backyard farm.